I've got Kevin Cartmell with me here today at 100% from CHECS, Community Health and Eye Care. Kevin, thank you so much for giving me your time.
Thank you.
And thanks for being here. So you work for a very prestigious company. You guys help the industry out so much by reducing the burden on the NHS.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what you do.
So at CHECS, we do a variety of different eye conditions. So we specialise in general ophthalmology, and we also do cataract surgery in order to help reduce the waiting times into the NHS trusts.
Okay.
So from location to location, obviously that does vary, but say in the north of England, we've got general waiting times of about 55 weeks in the NHS trust. Come to CHECS, we can very often see patients within 2 to 4 weeks of the same service. And the best thing about it is it's still paid for and funded through the NHS system. So ultimately we can help service the patients better and quicker in the industry.
And I've experienced that with my patients. I've referred a lot of my patients to you guys. They get a text on the same day. They're back within a month, so happy with the surgery. And for them, they've gone to a private clinic, all free of charge. And they've had the best service that they've had. I mean, they couldn't be happier with what you provide.
Yes.
How's the feedback been from the NHS for what you do?
So the feedback, because we're reducing the waiting time so significantly and looking after patients so well, the feedback tends to be brilliant, because obviously we're supporting them in their quest for delivering the service that they need to look after the patients. Obviously, it does vary from location to location in terms of how much impact we do have, but in most cases, the trust prefers us to see the patients because we can actually get to them far quicker. In the industry, we typically see around 8 out of 10 patients that can be done in the community. So what we need to do is educate the Optom partners about where to send the right referral to the first time. So patients that need to be seen into the trust, we need to make sure that they are seen in the trust, but the other patients which are clogging up the trust need to come out to the community. And that's an education piece that we need to deliver.
What would you say your main obstacle is in delivering your service? What's the hardest challenge that you guys come across?
So I think the biggest challenge is getting the communication right out to the Optom partners. And very often we might be seen as just another cataract provider, but we don't just do cataracts, we specialise in general ophthalmology.
All right.
So our position is to be the one-stop shop for general ophthalmology, and we can also do the cataract surgery.
Yeah.
So that's how we differ from our competition, really, in terms of what we focus on. So we do everything, not just a specific area.
Fine, you do a bit of everything, so that's cool. How have patients fed back to you about the service that they received? How have they found it?
So most patients are absolutely astonished at the speed that we do the actual procedures. Most patients are very, very happy because obviously we've changed their life for the better because they've had a treatment. Probably making more reference to, say, cataract surgery because it instantly brings the vision back. But most patients are just delighted with the service because we're doing it through the NHS, but we're doing it at the pace that we do as we would do in a private sector.
So when I mention to my patients, I think you need cataract surgery, they're like, oh no, it's going to be another 6 months. I'm like, actually, I'm going to send you somewhere where you'll be done within a month.
Yes.
And they're actually really happy.
Yes.
And it's a fantastic service that you provide. What's your aims and objectives for the future? Where are you guys looking to go?
This upcoming year, we're looking at some new sites to obviously develop the portfolio to make sure that patients can access the CHECS proposition quicker and more geographically sensible. So that's the main proposition that we're doing for the next sort of 12, 18 months. And it's to continue developing the message and to work with the optometrists around the proposition. We're also looking at engaging with our LOCs across the UK to make sure that we're running the right events to complement the areas, to make sure that the continued education training points are available, but also training and developing the Optoms with the right skills to help us out in the community.
And how extensively are you based in the UK?
So we're spread all the way across the UK. There's obviously little pockets where we're probably, if we're not there yet, we may well be en route. But we've currently got 15 sites. And by the end of 2023, we'd like to probably be at around 25 sites to make it more accessible for the patient.
Amazing, great. Tell me some of the initiatives you guys got coming up.
So in the next coming weeks, we're going to be relaunching our new Optom portal. And what that's actually going to give the Optom availability to do is track the patient themselves rather than it just being a referral into a big mechanism and then not being able to have visibility of where the patient is in the journey. So that should be rolled out hopefully across the UK in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I think we're going to pilot it in one area first, just make sure there's no anomalies in the system, and then we'll be able to launch that across
So the
UK
optometrist
format.
can then tell the patient exactly where they are in the process.
Yes, absolutely.
And the rough timescales
Yes,
as well.
absolutely.
Amazing.
So to complement the quick service times that we do, I think a lot of it is just about making sure that the patient has been accepted and is in the process to be treated.
So I've actually heard in the past that psychologically, it's not the wait time that irritates the patient or frustrates them. It's actually them not knowing what's happening. If the wait time was the same, but they actually know where they are in the process, they're a lot more compliant and a lot more happier with the service provided.
Yeah,
it's all about knowing where they are.
It's communication, and I think in every walk of life, communication is the key.
Exactly.
And as long as they know that they are being looked after and they will be looked after, most patients would be delighted with that.
Absolutely, and I really hope they are. Wish you the best of success.
Excellent.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.